And as you slowly come out of the meditation, continue to feel that love that you are, that love that fills this space. Know that we will continue to be filled through the service, and we have the blessing to take that love with us and to share it. The service will begin in 10 minutes.
Good morning, everyone. Center for Spiritual Living San Jose, everyone dialing in online. We're so glad you're with us this morning, and we'd love you to stand and join us in our opening song, which just happens to be written by our guest artist today, Lynn Floyd, because we are one big family.
Put your hands together, everybody.
Here we go.
Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Let us make a joyful sound. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Here we stand on holy ground. Let us make a joyful sound. Hey, 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 hey. Everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Oh, everybody, get up on your feet. See the light in everybody you meet. Let us be reminded of who we've come to be. We are love, we are one big family. Hey, hey, yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah. Hey, 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 yeah, yeah.
Well, good morning, CSL San Jose. Now, that's a rousing way to start the day. My name is David Field. I'm a licensed prayer practitioner here at the Center for Spiritual Living San Jose, as well as a board member. My pronouns are he and his. In the spirit of joyful community, I welcome you to our Sunday celebration. At this time, I'd like to ask that everybody put your cell phones or devices on silent if you haven't done that already. Thank you very much for that. I do want to take just a moment to pause and ask a quick question. How many of you were here for our gala on Friday? Lots of you. Was that a fabulous evening or what? So for those of you who weren't here, Oscar, my pal behind me here, was part of the set for that. Our marquee out front, if you haven't seen it, that was done by our set team, is fabulous. Feel free to go out after service and check that out. What an amazing evening. I would now like to invite our practitioner of the day, Ms. Jan Raissle, to come up and call us into service.
Good morning. Well, we are on holy ground. And today, as I create the vibrations from the bowl, I ask you to go within and feel that energy move through you to that God place within. there is one source, one God, one creator that created everything we can see and everything we can't see. I am in this form a physical manifestation of the Creator, as is everyone in this room. And I feel that energy moving from person to person to person here with our deep breaths, with our vibrations, because we are family. And I know that the love that's created in this community moves out into the world. Even when times are hard, when we're unsure about things, love is the bottom line. Love is all there is. And I'm grateful, I'm ever so grateful to be a part of this community and to use the word family, because it does resonate deep within. And with a joyful heart, I release my word of yes. Yes to love, yes to joy, yes to family, and yes to the holy ground that we stand on wherever we are. And together we say, and so it is.
Thank you very much, Jan. That was lovely. And I echo that sentiment, as I know we all do, that love is with us, always. And it permeates our building and our community. Our community is a place of belonging, calling all, including you, into our spiritual magnificence. We are companions on life's journey, expanding love's expression as we learn to become the presence of peace. We are beacons of light, living the principles we teach, meeting each other where we are. We are a safe space where hope and courage are explored and new beginnings are happening through the radical acceptance of who we are. I'd like to take a moment to acknowledge the many people that come together each week as volunteers to help perform this Sunday service and bring us all closer to light. There are dozens of people every week that support us, so thank you very much for that. I'd also like to take a moment to say good morning to any newcomers we might have in the building. We recognize that there are lots of opportunities to feed your soul, to explore your soul in today's world. And we are delighted that you've chosen to celebrate that with us here this morning. If you feel comfortable and you're here for the first time, I invite you to stand so we can all welcome you. Welcome. Welcome. Thank you for joining us. Thank you. I invite you to stay after service. We've got a potluck going on today, whether you brought something or not. Lots of good nourishment to have. We have a concierge desk that has a welcome packet where you can answer or ask any questions. And our concierge, Carol, today can answer those questions for you. At this time, I'd like to ask you all to stand if you're able and join me in our statement of being. We believe that life is good, that God is all there is, and that love is the only power. We are a welcoming and inclusive community of inspired individuals caring for and about each other and the entire planetary family, bringing the gifts of active compassion and kindness to the world. Our purpose is to transform lives, build dreams, and reveal God through education, music, prayer, service, generosity, and play. Thank you. While you're up, please take a moment and greet some of your neighbors. Thank you all. If I could ask you to all start returning to your seats. Now, isn't that part of the love that we were just talking about? Good morning and hello. As we start moving into our service here, I'd like to introduce our guest musician today, Mr. Gary Lynn Floyd. He was also our musical inspiration for Friday's gala event, which was fabulous to have him in the house twice in 1 week, which is super excellent. He is currently the artist in residence at the Center for Spiritual Living in Reno, Nevada, fostering creativity and spiritual growth. His music and presence raise the collective vibration and inspire positive change. A natural performer, Gary's music emanates an aura of healing and unity, drawing listeners into a shared and transformative experience. Transform on, Mr. Floyd.
So great to be back. As time has unfolded me, it has revealed to me life's nothing less than sublime. With every thought I make, every last breath I take, may I be gracious and kind. Love, I invite you to open up this heart of mine. Love, cover me, light any darkness. Love, cover me, right every wrong. Cause me to see love over hatred. Guide me to be faithful and strong. Love, cover me. Love, cover me. Beautiful. Kindness wash over me, make me a symphony, play every note you can find. Make me reverberate, gently deactivate, slowly flow out of my mind. Find me a melody, dance and let my anthem lead. Love, cover me, light any darkness. Love, cover me, right every wrong. Cause me to see love over hatred. Guide me to be faithful and strong. Love, cover me. Love, cover me. Love, cover me. I will not be shaken. I will not be moved. Love, cover me. May my heart awaken. Tenderness be proved. Love, cover me. Love, cover me. I invite you to sing this one word with me. It goes like this. Love, 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 love. Yeah. It's beautiful. Sing that again. Love, 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 love. All right, we'll come back to that at the end. Love, I invite you to open up this heart of mine. Love, cover me, light any darkness. Love, cover me, right every wrong. Cause me to see love strong. Love cover me. Love cover me. Love cover me. Love cover me. All right, let's sing that one word one more time together. Love, 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 love. Yeah, send it all across San Jose this morning. Love, 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 love. All across the country that needs it so much right now. Love, 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 love. Wrap the whole planet with it, all the way around the world. Love, 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 love. Then back to that one line. Love cover me. Let's sing that with me. Love cover me. Make it your prayer this morning. Love cover me. Love cover me. Love cover me. Thank you.
Wow. Thank you, praise team. Thank you, band. Thank you, Gary. Love. I think it's just everywhere. Oh, isn't that part of our statement of being or something like that? Yeah. Well, there's a good reason for that. On the fourth Sunday of every month, we ask a member of our community to share how our teaching and how our community has transformed things for them, how it's changed their life. Today, we have a very special guest to do that. From Friday, you might know her as Mae West. More practically, you might know her as Janet Cervantes, one of our licensed practitioners and the manager of our bookstore. Janet.
Thank you. Thank you. I am a spiritual seeker. I have explored the paths of Catholicism, Buddhism, New Thought, Kriya Yoga, and others, and I honor all spiritual paths as leading to the same truth. I am here at CSL because this is an inclusive spiritual community which honors all spiritual paths. Our banners in the sanctuary proclaim this. I am here because I have an active and intimate relationship with God. God is everywhere. Therefore, God is in me, as me, working through me. I am here because God is love, God is peace, and these are my highest values. Here are Sunday services, our classes, our meetings. Teach these values. I am here because I'm a creative individual, and this teaching allows my unique expression to flourish. I am here because I know that miracles, also called manifestations, happen. 3 years ago, I sold my house of 38 years with all the clutter for more than I could have imagined and moved into my current house in little over a month. All the right people showed up to help me. Bidders showed up to buy my house. Family and friends showed up to move everything in the rain. It all happened in divine order with all the help I needed to move in 1 month. That takes me that long to clean a closet these days. I am blessed with being in the flow of divine source, as we all are. If we pay attention, miracles happen every day. I know that most people in this room have similar experiences with this teaching, this family of friends, and I am so glad to be a part of it. I am grateful.
Thank you, Janet. You are indeed an expression of love. Thank you. And now, concluding our monthly theme for September, Transcendent Purpose, is our interim spiritual director, Dr. Reverend Nadene Rogers, with her message, Self-Prophecy, A Way Forward. Talk about transforming on.
The source of all spiritual intelligence, to further ignite our capacity to feel inspired and forward-moving, upon which we show up as this amazing force in the world. Today, we conclude speaking to the theme Transcendent Purpose through the learning and practicing of the science of mind teachings and the insights drawn from many, many philosophies and ancient mystical traditions. As in everything we hear, we must ask the question, how is this relevant to me? And open to let rise, not to be too quick, to find an honest answer. So we're going to explore the concept of self-prophecy as a way forward today. Can you change the course of your becoming? Well, Janet just spoke to it. Our principals speak to it. Many people have had experience of it. So, of course, the answer is yes, because we're always reminded that transformation is not behind us. It is here, unfolding still, even in the stillness, even in the letting go of old roles. We are not finished. Becoming, of course, is lifelong. Now, the question is not whether spirit is shaping us, but whether we will say yes to the direction that is calling now. Now, like everybody, I don't like to hear I should be smiling when I'm feeling angry or frightened, or that I should look to the good when I'm immersed in the shadow. I don't need to debate the presence of light and dark and darkness and light. As we know, this is a spiritual universe, which is whole, perfect, and complete within itself, and therefore all that exists in and as one with it. But in those certain moments, we often ask or cry out if we could only just see just a little bit into the future. Well, why don't we do that today? Why don't we start by remembering a well-known gentleman by the name of Edgar Cayce, and lead into this ideal of self-prophecy being a way forward for us. Edgar Cayce, I don't know if you know this, but he was called the sleeping prophet, the father of holistic medicine, and the most documented psychic of the 20th century. Now, for more than 40 years of his adult life, Cayce gave psychic readings to thousands of seekers while in an unconscious state. He diagnosed illnesses, and he revealed both lives lived in the past and prophecies yet to come. Later in life, Cayce would find that he had the ability to put himself into that sleep-like state by lying down and just folding his hands over his stomach and closing his eyes. And in this state of relaxation and meditation, he was able to place his mind in contact with all time and space, universal consciousness, also known as the superconscious mind. I think many people are surprised to learn that Edgar Cayce was a devout churchgoer and a Sunday school teacher. You know, at a very young age, Casey vowed to read the Bible for every year of his life, and at the time of his death in 1945, he had accomplished this task. Perhaps the readings said it best. You know, when asked how to become psychic, Casey's advice was to become more spiritual. Holmes wrote much about the mystical state and felt that psychics read human thought while mystics sense the atmosphere of God. Holmes wrote, "The mystics of every age have seen, sensed, and taught the same truth. Psychic experiences, on the other hand, bears the exact opposite testimony, as they move more or less in contradiction with each other. For each psychic sees a different mental picture. The psychic sees largely through his own or another's subjective mentality, and consequently, the psychic's impressions are more or less colored by the vibrations of his own or another's thoughts. And this is why, generally speaking, no two psychics see the same thing. Mystics, however, have all sensed the one identical reality, and their testimony is in no way confusing." So my question is, do you think Edgar Casey might have been both a psychic and a mystic? But more importantly, how is that relevant? What about you? A self-fulfilling prophecy is said to be, or defined as, a socio-psychological phenomenon of someone predicting or expecting something, and that this prediction or expectation comes true simply because the person believes it, wills it, and the person's resulting behaviors align to fulfill the belief. Now, the principle behind this phenomenon is that people create consequences regarding people or events based on knowledge of the subject. In metaphysics, could that be described as the conscious use of the universal creative process, where we consciously imprint the law of being through our deepest belief pattern, and working to nurture our intention with becoming the vibration of that which we envision, it appears in our reality? I found that there are 3 factors within an environment that can come together to influence the likelihood of a self-fulfilling prophecy becoming reality. And these are listed as appearance, perception, and belief. Now, when a phenomenon cannot be seen, appearance is what we rely upon when a self-fulfilling prophecy is in place. American sociologist W.I. Thomas was the very first to discover this particular phenomenon. And in 1928, he developed the Thomas dictum. And that states that if men define situations as real, they are real in their consequences. In other words, the consequence will come to fruition based on how one interprets the situation. Because of the way that Thomas defined a self-fulfilling prophecy, as a person's perception can be self-creating, then if the believer has the belief and acts upon their behavior, the outcome will naturally be the logical, sequential outpicturing or reality or experience with it. Now, I think Holmes taught that in his teaching of the metaphysical triune, of the relationship between the spirit, the soul, and the body. We all know that we cannot rely on worldly events or in-home circumstance or the latest conversation that went sideways or fabulously to determine our perception of ourselves. Here is the defining moment where our self-selected, self-imposed prison sentence begins. when we believe what they say. Becoming our own prophet. It really means having spiritual authority. Now, I define spiritual authority as believing in order to access the power for good, with a very clear decision to direct the power for good, and then operating in alignment with its inherent nature, which is love, leading the way through the law of its being. Love inspiring creation, and the law making it manifest. But it means, in according to mystical teachings, even more. It isn't about aspiring to only become the embodiment or expressions of what we believe are the qualities of God, i.e., peace, love, joy, to see as God sees, but to embody an even bigger idea that lives beyond the God of our understanding, to remain open through the practice of communion, to live in and from our direct experience of the sacred essence of an unknowable God. Take a breath here. Living as our own prophet, we are aware and in support of taking responsibility for co-creating our reality, as well as being accountable without question for all our results and the footprints we are leaving. We affirm by our choice of mindset and congruent self-expression that we are setting up perception and ways of practice with conscious intent to awaken the Christ consciousness within. Ready and open to receive all consequences of how we have used the law will evoke a holistic tendency towards living a theocentric rather than an egocentric existence. Theocentrism is the mindset or mind meld, if you were, of an ego perception of separatism into oneness. This choice will put us in the position of having that spiritual authority over our life and an even greater surrender into a deeper trust that infinite intelligence has got this, so that we can consciously become our own self-fulfilling prophecy and trust ourselves, consciously working with the law while remaining open to the mystical changes that are occurring. Well, I don't know. To me, the entire game of life is changed for good. If everything in existence already exists as infinite potential, and it is through the belief we establish of our unity, still, Spirit can only give us what we not are willing, but can take, based upon who we believe we are. Who we believe we are sets in motion everything. Now, another way to say this is it imparts of itself only as we partake of its nature. It can only tell us what we can understand in this moment, right now. And that's a demonstration of the spiritual law of correspondence in action. So what is ours to do? What is ours to do in order that we may take on this mantle of trust and faith and become our own self-prophet? Well, I can only give you some of the stepping stones that were leading me up to understanding this the way I'm sharing it with you. And the first of which, quite earlier on, was stop counting on hope to pave the way. It just opens the door to possibility. Hope is a subtle illusion. Hoping something will happen in our favor is not the scientific use of principle of intelligence or the right use of law, because we are not definite and clear. We are unclear. And in a state of wanting, or to state this differently, we are clear about something missing and available outside of our own capacity. The second thing was to ensure as best I can that love points my way. As whatever points our way, to be sure the law will make possible. And one of the things I still work today is watching that my words ensure the use of inclusivity, the use of inclusive language. I most particularly observe when I resist or deny my own humanity. Because, of course, inclusivity starts with our belief about who we are and how we fit or do not fit into life or the world or our circumstances. And to never give up on the power within one new thought, to begin a chain of new causation, as there is no precedent in principle. And the last of which is to pray unceasingly, to turn the greater truth of all and for all up. And then pray on top of that to release what you believe is the greater truth of all and for all. To turn to it, experience the oneness with it, and then release it as the one truth, the greater truth of all and for all. And this leads us to a way to transcend the present condition or our personal perception of what is going on in our world. Now, I think we can only live in this mindset if we observe, if we embrace, and address the growth potential present in each moment that our humanity is expressing, right? Rather than wanting to change it. The increasing pace of change in our world is calling forth in us new ways of being and seeing. We know this. We must consciously work to transcend our old and even current ways of thinking and being, to encourage the new to emerge within us. There is no longer time in which this unfolding can occur, but in the now. This is when it occurs. So it isn't about then or when, it is about now. And may we let it not unfold in a, unleisurely fashion, because the world around us is speeding up too fast to allow that to work anymore. In fact, we have seen a huge rejection of evolutionary thought in the recent inconsistent struggle for what to believe throughout when we had the pandemic and what is going on with the administration now. Oh my gosh, we can now sense truly it's up for us, being divided against ourselves because of the want to return to an idealized concept of the past. But that's because we have not adapted to the emerging future. And part of that adaptation is to reignite and become inspired to allow our inherent desire to create the new world out. And the reason, I think, for that holdback, the feeling of being split, I believe, is this. The emerging future does not care about our comfort. So what is our source of that adaptation? And the irony is that this speeding up is our own doing. The planet itself is not getting more complex. Human society is. Herein lies the paradox between the world of form and what we call the truth. You know, we're called religious science practitioners because we practice the science of mind, where science means the way things work and mind means God. So science of mind means the way God works in the world. And living a spiritual life is so much more about up close and impersonal than personal, because of how vitally important it is that we have the ability, by using spiritual principles and aligning ourselves with the natural laws, to detach ourselves from the seeming paradox in the world of facts and the attachments to our envisioned outcomes of the future. This is how we move through the doorway and are able to do what is ours to do. First, expand and raise consciousness, then take mindful action in our everyday lives. So what would it be like to be defined by the unknowable, the infinite intelligence, instead of the angst we self-generate in order to improve ourselves, to fit into, be made relevant by the world of changing conditions? What would it be like? So as we hold up this idea of self-prophecy, a way forward, with our theme, transcendent purpose, I want to share a few words with you, written by my colleague, Reverend Terry O'Shea, that perhaps stretches our concept of and gives us a different context in which to hold the idea, what is our transcendent purpose? He writes, we are called to contemplation of a mystical theology which appeals to experience and which presupposes a continuous and progressive series of changes in created nature and a more and more intimate communion of the human person with the Holy Trinity, or triune, as seen in the Holmesian model as spirit, soul, and body. And it's to be remembered, he says, that true mysticism cannot accommodate itself to a totally transcendent God, and still less is it able to envisage a God immanent and accessible to creatures. And then he closes by quoting from St. Bernard, who said it beautifully: any God who is not inaccessible, I can dispense with. It is the God who is, by his nature, inaccessible, whom I cannot live without. So maybe our transcendent purpose is to align with whatever is the felt expression of the sacredness of the integrative dance of the Holy Triune, our spirit, our soul, and our body, in each and every moment. Rather than any ultimate ideal our mind can conjure up, which through its attainment will provide the elixir and allow us release from our own self-imprisoned idea that says we are existing outside of the whole, outside of the wholeness and perfection and completeness of the existence of God as essence, right where we are. We know that the law works. But until the excitement of not the unknown, but the unknowable, infinite essence of the divine moving as us defines us, we're not free. I close today, and this will also serve as my prayer with you. I ask you to close your eyes and just experience Holmes's mystical nature in a work called Voice Celestial in the later stages of his life. In every drop, the sea; in every cell, the universe; in every soul, the life of God, and each contains full power of all. Life does not come in parts, but wholes. There is no separation, no near nor farther out, no deeper down nor higher up, no void, no yonder, and no hopes that cannot be fulfilled. The power of all obtains all, and everywhere is here, and here is there. Draw thou on it, if thou wouldst truly be complete, nor suffer thirst again. Each soul is drawn from circuits of the universe where life and action have their center, and where every point is joined with every point, and each event unites with each event in sequence after sequence without end. And all the seasons of becoming, to stretch into eternity, and step by step man walks among the sun and stars, consorting with the hosts of beings whose existence he has never known until he struck a higher chord in his own soul to which they could respond. How often it seems easier to resist the call of a greater becoming, remaining within the dark cocoon of a self that is settled for good enough. Let us choose not. Let us answer the call into a greater spiritual essence and experienced reality. Our dreams are waiting for us to come true. Be thy own prophet as your way forward. And so it is. Amen.
I wouldn't be surprised if peace broke out all over. I wouldn't be surprised if I found a four-leaf clover. 'Cause miracles abound, they happen all around me every day. I wouldn't be surprised if we put an end to hunger. I wouldn't be surprised if we just kept getting younger. 'Cause miracles abound, they happen all around me every day. Life keeps blessing me with so much good. I wouldn't change it even if I could. Blessing me in every way. And if it all turns out okay, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised at all. I wouldn't be surprised if I found out every answer. I won't be surprised when we find a cure for cancer. 'Cause miracles abound, they happen all around me every day. Life keeps blessing me with so much good. I wouldn't change it even if I could. Blessing me in every way. And if it all turns out okay, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Oh, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised at all. Life keeps blessing me with so much good. I wouldn't change it even if I could. Blessing me in every way. And if it all turns out okay, I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised at all. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised at all. I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised at all.
Thank you, Gary. I wouldn't be surprised if there was an awful lot of love here. Thank you. Thank you, Reverend Nadene, for your message, for inviting us all to be a new causation for our own chain. I don't think I said that quite right. It was right in my head, but join me. Believing in our own spiritual authority, believing in that love. That's what we're about. I love that. Thank you. We have a special treat next week because we usually only have Reverend Nadene on the 3rd and 4th Sundays, but she's joining us again next week to begin our October theme, Glow Up, with her message, Rebel with a Pause. Don't just do something, stand there. She'll be joined by our praise team and the house band. It's now time for our conscious giving period. This is an opportunity for us all to participate in the law of circulation. It's common that we've been taught that we have to give more than we receive. But knowing that we must actually receive first in order to give from that feeling of abundance, we invite you to receive a blessing of joy from your higher self. Keep it with you all week and remember how much you are loved. Once you have drawn your joy blessing out of the small basket, you will be able to give your offering into the second basket underneath to complete the law of circulation through giving back. Ushers, please circulate the two baskets, one atop the other. I invite you to invoke the feeling of gratitude through thoughts of life's abundance, right where you are, allowing that gratitude to fill you up and to fill the space around you.
I'm thankful, so grateful. I I surrender, I surrender, I trust in God.
As your word has power, please join in blessing our offertory today by saying together with me our prosperity affirmation. The words are on your screen. From the love of pure spirit within me, I bless this gift. I send it forth to heal and bless and prosper. It is evidence of my faith and my belief. It does great work in the world and returns to me multiplied abundantly. Thank you. And so it is. All right. Now is the moment you've all been waiting for. I know it's not Oscar, it's just me, but we've got some announcements. The first of which, I would like to invite our board chair, Ms. Julie Moss, to tell us about some of the more tangible results from Friday's celebration. Julie.
Thank you. Good morning, good morning. So I had so much fun Friday night. I lost my name tag. I have no idea where it's at, but I don't think I'm the only one that lost a name tag. So I'm Julie Moss. I'm a member of the board, and we had such a fabulous, wonderful time on Friday night. We had over 87 people in attendance, and we raised over $41,000. And I want to remind everybody that our online auction ends at midnight on the 30th, so that one is still open for 2 more days. So please help us continue to bring that forward. But it was a wonderful event, and I want to thank everybody who was here to help. We had a record number of volunteers, plus all of the food and all of the fun and activities, and it was magnificent. If you see my name tag, please let me know.
Thank you, Julie. An evening to remember. Oh, wait a minute. Isn't that a movie? Was it a movie theme thing? Oh, yeah. Coming up on October 12th from 12:30 to 2:30, we have a special workshop. Beautiful day, terrible day. This is being orchestrated by Reverend Susan Overland, who you may recall. Fear and faith can coexist, and self-compassion is a must. And Susan is a beautiful prayer of all things beautiful. You will see. The investment is $25. Coming up on October 14th, we have our second edition of Sparkle Bingo. That's 6:30 to 8 p.m. Tuesday evening here in Fellowship Hall. It happens on the second Tuesday of each month. Please come and join in the fun. Bring your friends and let loose with a little bingo. Next, our youth and family is looking for fun-loving and creative individuals who are passionate about serving to support our youth. in developing strong spiritual foundations. If you have an interest in supporting the youth that way, please see our youth director, Ms. Jennifer Beck. Our silent retreat for the year is coming up Thursday, October 30th to Saturday, November 1st. It's in the Santa Cruz Mountains. Registration is $575 for double occupancy and includes 2 nights and 6 meals in addition to an ungodly, no, it's a godly amount of spiritual nourishment. These are fabulous ways to listen to you and to God through you. So I encourage you to join us. Deadline to register is October 19th. Please join us today after service for our monthly community potluck. This happens on the 4th Sunday of each month. Today is no exception. There is a plethora of wonderful nourishment out there. Please join us after service for that. There are links to register for all the things I've mentioned here today and other things that are coming up on our website, cslsj.org, and look for events, and you can get that. You can also find details with our concierge out in Fellowship Hall. Also remember that you can find a recording of today's celebration and all of our celebration services on our website, our YouTube channel, and on our Facebook page. Please click and share to invite others. As we draw our service to a close, I'd like to invite our youth and teens and practitioners of the day to come forward. And would all practitioners stand right where you are? If you see a practitioner wearing a stole like this, they will be available after service for prayer support. Also know that we have a prayer box at the back of the chapel there. You can write a prayer and put it in the box, and your requests will be taken into prayer throughout the week by our Ministry of Prayer team. I'd also like to thank all the volunteers for our youth and family program for helping us spread spirit to our youth. Now, Janet, our practitioner of the day, otherwise known as Mae West, will share a call and response as we go into our closing song.
Hello. If you can stand up, please repeat the affirmations after I say. I consciously use the creative process.
I consciously use the creative process.
I know that love points the way.
I know that love points the way.
I allow the new to emerge in me.
I allow the new to emerge in me.
And so it is.
And so it is.
On behalf of our entire community, thank you for being part of our spiritual family today. Please join us again. Thank you.
I release and I let go. I let the Spirit run run my life. And my heart is open wide. Yes, I'm only here for God. No more struggle.